What we want to know is how can Europe climate-proof its cities for future heat waves? Joining me now is Eric Mackres from the WRI Ross Center for Sustainable Cities. He's in London for the London Climate Action Week. An appropriate week, I guess, in some ways for this to happen, really putting it at the forefront of everyone's minds. But, I mean, there is this issue, wasn't it, that these cities just weren't built for these temperatures.
Yeah, that's right. I've been experiencing it myself with many other delegates from business and government this week, and it is very difficult to navigate in these conditions in a city that is just not used to this. And we know that it makes a big difference on people's health, especially if they don't have experience with adapting to these conditions. That's what I was experiencing, and many other people have been this week.
Many of the buildings are Victorian. They were built to stay warm, weren't they? I mean, that was the issue. And then you've got, Victorian railways and a lot of Victorian infrastructure. And if we go back that far, the temperatures are completely different from what they were then.
Yeah, that's right. And I would say it's even a significant problem with modern infrastructure improvements. In the last segment, they mentioned buses, and I was riding on a bus today that seemed like it was built within the last 5-10 years and it didn't have air conditioning, had very small windows. People were sweltering in there. It was probably the worst heat I'd experienced all week. And people just have not expected, they haven't planned for, even in the last 5-10 years. And I think that's beginning to change, but it will take a while until our infrastructure catches up to what is a new normal for temperature.
But, it's unaffordable, isn't it, to rebuild the infrastructure? What sort of conversations are you having with officials, if I can call it that, people involved in these decisions about what they can do to try to mitigate?
Yeah, I mean, all of this infrastructure will need to be improved at some point. So that's the first important piece, is to make sure we're making the right choices when it's time to replace a roof or replace a bus. And doing smart choices is key. And then the other element we've been talking about, a key money saving and also energy and climate saving approach, is to focus on passive cooling solutions. So these are things like shade structures, trees, heat reflective surfaces like cool roofs that require no energy but provide cooling and actually reduce temperatures and people's exposure to heat. They can reduce felt temperatures, some of these solutions, by up to 10 to 15 degrees Celsius. And they do require investment, just like any infrastructure does, but they also pay off many times over with reduced health impacts, higher productivity, and energy savings, and at rates often well beyond active cooling solutions.
This, debate about air conditioning, is that really an answer? Obviously, it helps, but it adds to climate change. And actually, when we've got fuel prices the way they are, it's very expensive to run.
Yeah, that's right. And that's another really important element of why we emphasize in our work, and we're hearing cities embracing it more and more, this passive first approach. What can we do to cool our cities, our buildings, our transport without requiring new energy? Because yes, air conditioning is very energy emissions and cost intensive, right? So it's also is a drain on our economy. Cooling is actually one of the fastest growing areas of energy demand globally. Estimates say that by 2050, cooling alone could account for nearly 1/5 of global emissions under a lot of projections. And it's inequitable, right? Not everyone can afford AC. Even if you have a unit, can you afford the electricity? So this is a solution that also leaves the most vulnerable exposed. And as you mentioned, it creates this kind of vicious cycle of higher temperatures, higher cooling demand, and then higher emissions, which continue to exacerbate the high temperatures. This vicious cycle of climate change.
Eric Mackres, really appreciate you joining us today and for enjoying our infrastructure in this weather.